Hello everybody, my name is Panchito and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Part 16. Alright, let's get this bitch on the way. I got shit to do. Alright, so where do we leave off? Oh, a little bit laggy there. I don't have any missions? Wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Eva Cartrand's home in Byzantium. Lila gave you a key card to the front door. Byzantium? What? Is on Byzantium. I'm not seeing it. Either I'm stupid and I don't know where it's at, or I can't. The Terrasil planet Helicon's wealthiest elite live in its capital city, Byzantium. Okay, let's see. Roseway like that. Let's go there.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain. Take someone to watch your back, please.
I'm gonna take this too. Yep.
Please.
How considerate of her. Take someone to watch her back, please. Okay, so it's not gonna be here. Because it says in the capital, so it's gonna be the other one.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on...
I don't care.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
I might just be right back. Yep. I'll be right back, guys, because I don't know where this is at.
Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers. What with... Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of... Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. Absolutely. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Yes, indeed, well done. Also, you... What's on your mind? Absolutely. Oh, goodness, no. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia. Life outside work? No! For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. Yes, that troublesome bounty on my head. My work is my life. The board can put a price on my head. Remarkably well. After all, I managed to revive you without too many adverse side effects. We're even having a real conversation. That's progress. I'm just waiting for news from Hiram Blythe. I'm quite sure he knows the location of those chemicals. Get me those chemicals, and I'll revive the hope. Revive the hope, put a stop to the board. My progress is tied to your progress. I'm well aware of your scientific acumen, but you're far better suited to working in the field than I am. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. But the conventional theories are wrong. We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work.
Okay, so I gotta speak to a dude named Hiram. Dude, what the hell? He actually has cysty pigs here. Ew. So gross. Okay, so Hiram, let's see.
We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Number 2, me, I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
No. Afraid
shame.
not.
I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
What exactly are you hoping to accomplish? If you're free of the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back? It sounds like a personal problem. I got other concerns. Number 1.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Curious. And you're tired of scrounging around and scraping by, is that it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
So what do you want to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Number 1, how do you seem to have a bit of a Raptidon problem?
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? But that's... and the...
Okay.
No concern.
What I'm gonna do is...
What?
Is it...
If we...
Don't...
Okay. I'm gonna go back, and there was an option in the beginning. I want to see what it says with that option. Then all of a sudden I'm into more of the conversation. Alright, be right back. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. See, you have a meeting with me.
You'd be a hit in Byzantium.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Me, I'm trying my own path.
What?
3.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger.
Seems
Oh,
It's not going how I want it to go. 4. Let me talk
be
to this guy.
careful. Anyway,
See, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Not this specific one, but this is a different one. I found a review on a terminal in Arms building. Earlier you mentioned that you were having trouble with the other corporation. So what I'm going to do is going to say 6, I have to go. I'm going to save it right to this point and talk to him again. Number 1.
this has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years.
Three.
nonsense. Look what you done here, Mr. Sanjar. You got a whole township running.
Oh, you're kind. But you wouldn't say that if you saw our balance sheets. Well, perhaps they were right.
Take it easy. You kept the city running at all costs. My medal. Okay, so let's go back, and I wanted to see what he says in that moment where I tell him to shut down the broadcasting shit. I know things lead to other things, but I want to see what he says.
You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
There must be another way for you to do business.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true. The plan she...
Okay, so I think this is where it's supposed to be going.
With a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get...
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Oh, yes.
Try to control yourself.
Have you any idea? But that's... And the bill...
It's true.
For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
So number 4. So you do want to go against the board. Don't be ridiculous.
What Mr. Nandi means is that we have some rather momentous information to deliver to the board.
Number 3.
Help us with this final matter and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch. Illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
What does this mean for me?
If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Already? If only the rest of the colony operated as efficiently as you. Imagine what a different state we'd be in, hmm? I'll complete the Bolt 52 in no time. I dare say it'll be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge?
Not so fast. What are these reformations you're talking about? Reformations? What are you going to reformat everyone's files? Oh, did I say I had data crackers? That's just what I recall on my left tit. This is weird. Number 2.
I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
I don't know what you think you're gonna accomplish. I'd just as soon reorganize it into itty-bitty pieces with a really big gun, but you just keep being you.
You can't build anything that way. What's the point?
It's fun.
Nonsense. There's nothing more invigorating than a well-developed 10-year plan. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
I want to put number 2, but... nah, whatever. Just go
I
on.
knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
I found your review on Terminal in the Arms building. I have questions about MSI in the good old days. I met Graham, the landing pad guard.
This has been my albatross.
Okay, we already know this. Your left kidney.
Oh, one of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
Who cares what they think? You're in charge now. That's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to a corporation.
Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps... Thank you for that.
Number 2.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Number 1.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
I have a question
Then
about
it's
the good
good
old
that I
days.
keep such meticulous notes.
Oh, God.
I've asked myself the same thing many times. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
But not MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
Beanie, you and Graham, right?
Ah, so you've heard about our prior acquaintance.
For straight... No sense being coy about it. We're partners now, aren't we?
I suppose you're right. Graham's always had a way with words. Strange as it may seem, I suspect he'd have quite the corporate career if he weren't so radical. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. We both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely.
Why were you so invested in reforming MSI years ago? What exactly do you want back on the board?
Why wouldn't anyone? They
Number
own
2.
nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
They treated you pretty roughly. Is it worth going back on that? I can't fault for you for your practicality.
I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
You mean the data implicating UDL? Good for you. Force him to bargaining too. Just be careful the board doesn't mess around.
Indeed. My
Oops.
hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here. And who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
Why were you so invested in reforming the MSI years ago?
Reforms are humane, but they're also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Like that's what you saw in Edgewater? Come on. People look out for themselves.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Creating a perfect environment for us as enact these reforms. I take it your leadership didn't embrace your ideas?
No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2, along with everyone else.
Yet you're here.
Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. What can I do for you?
So, let's buy some shite from here. Accept. Accept. Alright, that's all. Anything else? Any other place?
Dr.
Okay,
Ellie,
so-
you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh,
Oh, she sounded disappointed. Okay, so where am I going? Okay. Let's see what this has in store for me. Okay, so we're back here. Oh, we gotta talk to what's his face? The broker. Mr. Broker, where are you?
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence,
Or
which
you mean
leads me
that
to
robot
believe you have
farting in the
sweet
background?
news for me. Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
We did what we could, as best we could. Should probably leave it at that.
Is that so?
Does it matter?
I suppose not. Curiosity was always my besetting sin. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Okay. Phineas doesn't trust many people. How did he hook up with you?
You make it sound so scandalous.
'Cause it is.
Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between.
Fine. Tell me how to fix it.
It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power.
Got it.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath.
You freaking emo. You need to stop eating beans, bro. You need to stop eating. Yeah. I try to come up with something clever, but my clever ass doesn't think of anything clever. 'Cause I is stupid, eh? Alright, so how far do we need to go? Where is it? There we go.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Don't make me come back in there.
There's no need to assert your dominance. I doubt I can make you do anything you don't wish to. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. Take care out there.
Anyone else hear a high-pitched whining? Did I get tinnitus, or is that just Hiram?
Oh shit. That's what you're talking about. Damn! What was that?
Black holes. Did you see that?
Whose ship was that?
Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that.
Uh-oh.
Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there?
Does somebody explain what's going on? Oh, negative number 2. Oh, it's a reunion. Group hug.
Not without a physical contact waiver. Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
They're acting like children.
Par for the course, really. You should do like I did. Get out while you still retain a shred of sanity. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void down channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Okay, so... Wow, that's pretty far. Alright, where is it at? Oh no. Alright, since it's pretty far, I'll be right back.
I'll keep an eye on things out here.
Me too. You know corpses shit themselves, right? Enjoy the smell.
Reject Captain Mitsu's command key. Command key rejected. Run diagnostics. Three.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Shit. Oh, that's a strong armor. The armor on this is pretty tough. 29 persuade. Okay. I need to find some more armor off these people. Let me guess, someone's gonna intercept me. Alright, oh man. See if I can get away from these. Try to take off without having to. Damn it! Need to get away from these beasts. Come on. The rest is around me. There we go. Oops. It's this way. Dissenters in our midst, the enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. Mr. Sanjir.
If the iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet?
one.
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I read your reviews, Sanjar. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me.
You're good with details, but you could use someone who sees the big picture. The people who wrote your reviews are the same type of people you deal with on the board. Pull your head out of your ass under. Don't screw this opportunity up over your wounded pride. That's it, yeah.
Normally, I'd find this kind of talk from you quite invigorating. But this is a difficult moment for me. Still, perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with?
One.
Oh, how do these things ever start? But where I wanted to reform MSI, he only wanted to take it apart. As if starving in the wilderness is somehow better than starving under corporate mismanagement. He won't hear reason now, and I wouldn't trust him again. That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo. I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. One can't be haphazard about these things. Besides, if you think her skills will complement mine, then we should see what those skills are. Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
Number 4. Okay, so I did some research, and it's going to be Sanjar that I'm going to give the module to, because basically it's more
the iconoclast to the bargaining table.
Not peace.
I don't like the idea that they'll be
just some
trying
things
for
that I read.
module while...
Number 1.
Excellent. At last, we have what we need.
I wouldn't get excited just yet, sir. It looks like the iconoclasts followed you. I have word they're gathering in the ruins outside of town.
I'm afraid we've got to fight them. They'd knock our walls down trying to get that module. It looks like this means... war.
She's right, sir. You don't sound very convincing.
Well, I didn't ask for a performance review, did I? I'll lock the south gate to keep them out.
Great. Just great. Alright. See what happens. I guess it's hammer time. Over there. Oh, I see. The fuck? Where'd he go? I think it would be good with this gun. Not gun, I mean,
Who's ready for more? Could be you! Keep this up and I won't have any new battle scars.
Time to select a fine balance.
Captain, look out!
Their understanding?
Their mistake.
Nice one! I need cover! You did it!
Ah, great.
What was that? Huh? What was
Okay, let's see. I got some sorry ass weapon, man. I am looking for that. I think it's this one. Yeah.
They're on us. Take your best shot, asshole.
So where am I going now? To the ruins. The ruins. Ruins. Oops. Alright, fine.
You're back. And in one piece. Does this mean I mean we won?
We did indeed, sir.
I can't believe it. Not that I'm really surprised, but, well, maybe a little. You did it. I mean, we did it.
Number 1.
Oh, I certainly will. Between our reinstatement on the board and the gain of this ship, we'll usher in a new age of prosperity for the people of Monarch.
I'm right glad to hear it, Mr. Sanjar. Folks around here could use a good turn.
And perhaps in time, I can use my position on the board to turn things around for the rest of Halcyon.
They could certainly use someone with your eye for detail.
You really mean that? That's the nicest... Celia, put that down in today's minutes.
Already done, sir.
Anyhow, thank you. And good luck to you.
Bye. Fuck out of here. Am I overcumbered again? Oh, jeez. Okay, time to get rid of shitty weapons. Handguns. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. I'll keep that. Keep that. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Keep that. Keep that. And I'll keep that. Okay, so armor now. Let's see. Let me look at Ellie's armor. Medical 3. 22. So her armor heavy 10, 3. She's not a tank. So I'm gonna keep. She has medium armor, so I'm gonna keep that on her. Okay, see. Increase the damage dealt by the companion for a short amount of time after performing their companion ability. 5 seconds. You know what? I don't think I've ever activated a companion ability. If that's me that I need to activate. Increase the amount of threats your companion generates. Decrease the amount of threat companion generates when attacking enemies, making them less likely to attack this companion. Dealt. Chance of melee wrestling and reality cooldown when they get a killing blow. Increase the damage dealt by this companion's ability. Increase the companion's base armor rating. Alright, let's go with Parvati. Parvati is not a tanker either. 21. Heavy. I guess she's fine the way she is. Okay. Do both the same. Okay, so where am I going? All the way to the top. Oh, I forgot how to get up there. Oh, I see. This is the ship. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought it was somewhere else. By the way, guys, and by the way, people,
today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
happy Thanksgiving, and I hope it goes well for you guys.
Captain, I hope you made the right decision by siding with MSI.
Happy Thanksgiving. And if I don't say it now, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. I wish you guys well on those days. I hope you guys have your bellies full, with no problems, no stomach aches or anything like that. Just stay happy and be happy, and try not to get into any trouble and no drama, because nobody wants to see drama. All right. Other than that, just stay happy, eat well, stay warm.
We've arrived at Phineas's
Love yourself
home
and
lab.
others who will want to accept your love. Phineas, where's your brother Ferb at? Let's see what this guy has to say. Hello, Mr. Crazy.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I went behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Tell me what to do.
Yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. You can trust her if that's what you're asking.
2. Alright, so let's get to that travel location, and then I'm going to be calling it for this episode, because I got a few things I need to do before I start my Thanksgiving pleasure, which, by the way, I'm going to Hometown Buffet. My family, whatever. As long as I get to spend time with my family, it's all good. I'd rather have, like, homemade
Warning,
stuff.
intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Excuse me? Okay, Terra 2 and Byzantium. Byzantium, I mean.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
Okay, so I'm gonna save it right here, just in case this shit doesn't mess with me. Okay, repair. Yes. Doesn't need repair. No. Just repair it. Yes. Okay. What about my armor? Wait. Which one am I wearing? I think it's this one. Oh, I don't need to repair it. Okay, so what do I want to upgrade? I already upgraded everything that I use now. Can I upgrade this to make it stronger? Quieter muzzler. Damage type corrosion. Ooh! Magazine size 50 plus. Dive shock. No, I want this one. Okay, I've done that. Let's see. 960. I think this is the one I just did right now. Corrosion. Yeah. Okay. So 13747. Do this one. Oops. Max size 50. Damage shock. No. Yeah, I'm good on that. Where's... I can't modify that science gun. That's interesting. 480 flamethrower. Can I make this flamethrower stronger? No. Magazine size 50. Damage shock. A flamethrower as an electric shock? Nah, I don't wanna mess with that. Okay, so anything else that I can upgrade? I think I already upgraded this one. Yeah, I already upgraded that. So let's see, let's try this one. Magazine 50, and this is the scope, so no. I guess I got nothing else. Alright, what about armor? 29. Physical armor 5 is toughened. I'll do that one. I noticed by pressing E, it doesn't usually work. You have to left click and then push E, or left click, let go, left click, and then push E. Between those, increase your movement speed for a short time when you enter contactual dilation. Restores some of your TDD meter when you deal a critical hit. This affects the cooldown. Skill kit, increase your tech skills, skill defense, range weapons. Let's see. Highlighted, increase your carrying capacity. Decrease the noise made while moving. Increase the range at which enters. Highlighted. Nothing. I got nothing that I want to upgrade with. 22, 41. Nope. Everything's fine. And let's see. Can I upgrade this? Let's see. 198. Tinker. Plus 9, so 99. 216. Okay. 77 bits plus 9. There's another gun I wanted to make it stronger. No, that's not it. Which one is it? I had a pistol that was really strong. Here we go. Okay, 47. Damn. That's the highest I can go, I guess. Level 26. What is this? Assault rifle, flamethrower. 357. Okay. Nah, I'm not gonna upgrade that. Let's see, let's do this one. Can't upgrade it no more, so it's stopped. What about this one? Heavy weapons. Yes. Damn, it's at 1,000. This is gonna be my heavy duty gun to whoop some ass at that one. Yeah, look at that bitch. 1,556. Damn. Okay, where's that other gun that I like? No, it's that. Where's that other gun? It's this one right here. This one, I like this one right here. This one's cool. $368. Wait. Hold the phone. Are you kidding me? Look at all my credits. Damn, that gun was expensive. Fuck. I'm not gonna. No, that's yeah, I'm good on that. I just wasted a lot of my Oh no. Oh no. Ah, shit. Yeah, how much is this to tinker? 3.37 bits? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to even mess with that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly everything I've done before, except just to upgrade the main ones and that heavy machine gun. Alright guys, so I want to thank you for watching this video, and then the other videos if you might have watched, like the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I got a bunch of other ones like Metro, I can't remember. It's the very last one that I played, or the very last one that they released, and then Far Cry New Dawn. Can't remember the other one. Anyways, I have those games in the list in the description. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and a bell button notification. Basically, that bell sends you notifications when I update a new video. So, say it could be any time of the day. It could be like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You'll automatically get it on whatever device you have it enabled. Again, guys, I would like to thank you for watching all my videos that you have seen. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and the bell button notification. And share these videos with anybody you think that might like my content. I am up for any kind of comments, whatever. You guys want to be harsh, that's fine. I can always use comments to improve my gameplay. Alright guys, again, my name is Panchito, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!